All right, good morning. Today is the day I have been dreading for a very long time. Look at that cloud formation over there. Wonder if we're getting rain. So here's the sitch. Over the year... Okay, so here's the situation. I want to say between... First time I was on a plane was like 2003, 2004. We went to Disney World. Then we went again in 2006. Excuse me. Stuffy nose. Then from like 2011 to 2017, I was on at least one plane every year. We would go away. Sometimes twice a year. Then I didn't fly for our vacations in 18 and 19. And then 20 was when COVID started. Since COVID, I have like not become a good flyer at all. In 2022, went to Disney World. First time on a plane, and I guess it would be 6 years at that point. Was okay. The next year, I went down to Florida again. I struggled a bit on that flight. And then ever since then, I've been on 3 flights. I went to Vegas last year in 24, St. Louis in 24, and now Denver in 25. And I've not had a good time. I've gotten sick, and then just overall, I'm just really not a good flyer. Gives me a little bit of anxiety. I did not sleep well last night at all, and I'm not really going that far. I'm only going an hour and a half to Chicago, and then it's like another 2.5 hours to Denver. Not really looking forward to either of it. I know it's going to be fine. I've just kind of been staring out the window, seeing the planes take off. Not really helping much, but we'll get through it. You can't really hear it. You can hear them a little bit at night, but it's not going to wake you up if you're a deep sleeper. Again, I didn't really sleep that much, unfortunately. I think anxiety's getting the best of me a little bit, but for those who, sleep fine before a travel night, the sound of planes really shouldn't really bother you at this place. A really good hotel. I love staying here. All right, it's time to rock and roll. Just waiting in the lobby here for the shuttle. Flight has been delayed by 25 minutes. So I have some time. Well, I'm delayed, so I'm going to get something to eat. All right, well, that was a fail, so I'm just heading to the gate. Only serving breakfast at the Anchor Bar. I don't eat breakfast. So I'm the first Chicago Midway. Not too bad of a delay, only 15 minutes. It was longer. It was like 45 minutes. Now it's only 15, so not too bad. All right, so flight delayed even longer. Maintenance issue with the plane. They said we should be off within an hour, hopefully. Well, the captain just walked by, so that's not a good sign. Finally, we're boarding. Touchdown in Chicago. It's like a party out here. Yeah. Right? I'm heading into Concourse A. About a 2-hour layover here in Chicago. Just ate at Harry Carey's shortstop. Really, really good. They also have like a wall of merch here. Memorabilia, Frank Thomas, Jonathan Taves. Obviously the Blackhawks, pretty successful run back in the early 2010s. And the entire other side of this wall is also covered with cool memorabilia, so it's a cool spot. It's in Terminal A, or Concourse A, but I'm not sure if every concourse has one. I have a feeling they might. Hot dog place in Chicago, closed. Kidding me? Closed? Hot dog place, Chicago? What? Well, Winston, that was a failure. I found a place for a hot dog. Yes. So this is my gate, but there's a flight departing out of it before my trip, and it's to Pensacola. Where the hell's Pensacola? That hot dog, by the way, it was fine. Nothing to write home about, but it was fine. Here we go again. Here we go again. Touchdown in Denver. Ears were clogged. I kind of like this airport, and I've only been in it for 30 seconds. Not as busy as Chicago. Not as at the small Chicago airport, Midway. Well, this is kind of interesting. We have to take a train to the baggage claim. A train to the baggage claim. This thing is motoring. Wow. Carousel 3 here. Bags should be coming out shortly, hopefully. Picked up the luggage. Now I gotta figure out transit. All right, I picked up my luggage. Now I gotta figure out the transit situation. Hello. So I landed in Denver about an hour ago. Airport is way out of the way of downtown. Took about 45 minutes to get over here. But it was a nice ride. Traffic was crazy. I guess there was a commuter train that I wasn't aware of. That was a lot cheaper and it would have brought me right down here, but c'est la vie. Paid the Uber, and now I'm in the hotel. Have a industrial view. Mountains in the background though. Very, very nice. So I think I'm gonna go out quickly, grab some ice cream, and make my way back and stay in for the night. All right, so I Ubered about 5 minutes. There was a lot of reviews talking up this ice cream place, Little Man Ice Cream. So I thought I'd come and check it out. See if it lives up to the hype. Look at the size of that milk can. And they're actually like working in it. They have some merch over there. Doing a lot of good work here. Philanthropy. Got the flavors here. A lot of good options. You can see what it looks like in here. Really, really cool. They even have a slide out back here for the kiddos. It's a really cool area out here behind the ice cream place. Plenty of tables, like the chairs and whatnot. Like it's just like kind of thrown together furniture, and I really like it. It's super cool. Band up here is going to start any minute. I can hear Jenga in the back, so cool little area. I think this is a brewery here, with a rooftop bar, but not sure. So I got cookie dough ice cream. This is quite possibly the best cookie dough ice cream I've ever had. Wow, it's good. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a cool little area out here. That was unreal. Okay, Mom, skip this part of the video. I also got a milkshake. Also unreal. Cow on the roof. Super cool touch. All right, time to head back to the hotel. I'm not really sure what order videos are going to go out here, but in another video, or maybe it was earlier in this video, I'm not sure yet, I talked about how I really have not become a good flyer. It has progressively gotten worse with every flight I take. Today was no exception. The first flight from Buffalo to Chicago was delayed due to a mechanical issue on the plane. And in my head, I'm like, if there's a mechanical issue, I really don't want to get on the plane, but we were assured by the flight crew and the pilot that everything was a-okay and it was a quick fix, whatever that means. Well, on the second flight from Chicago to Denver, the pilot on the descent, it was already a crazy descent, turbulent, choppy. We were going down hard. It felt like the plane was free falling for a second. And like we were making our way, like making our landing. And then all of a sudden we started to kind of go back up, because the pilot came on the radio and said that he was going to overshoot the runway if we kept going down. So he had to do another lap. And it's like, that's not really what I wanted to hear, but we got on the ground safely. So here in Denver now, and going to try to make the best of it over the next couple days before I return home on Sunday for a direct flight, 3-hour flight. I know that's not long, but for me that's long, so let's not even think about it till Saturday night after the show.